I hope he on here.
Who that?
I'm gonna see him when he pop up in the comments.
What he be talking about?
I'm gonna talk my shit today. Nine. Most of the time, I be chill on here. But
you be talking.
Yeah, I
Gonna
do be
talk your
talking
shit
my
today.
shit. Yeah, I'm gonna talk some shit today.
Go ahead, bring us in. Go ahead, bring us in, big dog. You were talking yesterday on the Spaces like I thought you was gonna come in here 13-3 against the spread or something. How you was
Yeah, I
going?
mean, you know, it is what it is. But look, man, we here, man. Overreaction Monday. We got a good show. I'm AB. Got my co-host DB. Gonna
Yes,
talk some shit
sir.
today. Got some teams out there that look like they don't want to make a run to these playoffs, man. So we're gonna talk about that. Got a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, we had some statement wins yesterday too, man. Some big time wins.
Yesterday, Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hey, we got some frauds out here, but that's to be talked about later on the show.
Hey, let's be respectful.
Got some frauds out here.
Let's be respectful, man. But I can't.
Hey,
that one hurt me. That hurt me, Herbo. I see some
we'll
people.
talk about it later.
Hey, I need y'all to do us a favor. First of all, go tell a friend to tell a friend. We are streaming exclusively on YouTube today. No Twitter and all that. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And if you tweet about it, if you talk about it, use the hashtag M2M Live, and we will definitely get your reactions on the show today. I already see a couple in here. The Patriots are dead. Spoke about it a little earlier. We did have a Spaces yesterday, our first one in a while. We'll be doing that more often. It was a good one. We had Reggie on there. We jumped up there. We had Sean Smith jumped up on there. So appreciate y'all tapping in, man. And the key now you talking about I told y'all about these Colts a month. Like you told us about the Colts.
Hey.
You better worry about them Saints tonight.
Whew.
Somebody just switched their pick. We'll talk about it. And the intro beat me by a couple seconds, huh?
Whew. Man, this what's this? Am I tripping? 11:05 a.m. We got the Western Michigan Nevada Lane Bowl on early.
Quick lane, but hey man, there's so many damn bowls on now.
Am I tripping?
But come on,
Is this
man.
live right now?
11 o'clock. It's got to be a playback. This on ESPN though. That's what you're watching, right?
Yeah. Thought I was tripping. Hey, what's up, good people?
Quarterback 6'9", 225. See some shit out here, man. Good people,
man. Hey, Overreaction Monday, man. Y'all know what it is. Man to man pod. I'm AB. Got my co-host D. But
yes, sir.
Man, how was your weekend? How was Christmas? I know the little ones was excited, happy.
Yeah, man.
How was everything?
Everything was great. We do in the family. Tight end out there, this Omarion variant is out there, and they saying even if you got a cold or flu, whatever, you probably got it right now. So that's been flowing around. So I was trying to duck that and stay safe. But the kids was a great time for the kids. Christmas, obviously. Then yesterday, the first day of Kwanzaa. We celebrate that as well. We go over the 7 principles. Yesterday was Umoja, unity. So and today I got to get today's one, but How was it for you, man? How was it for you and the family? We definitely enjoyed it.
It was
Bless.
good, man. It's all about the little ones. The little ones was happy,
Facts.
excited. Parents, we open up a few gifts that we get here and there. But at the end of the day, man, the kids was running around smiling, happy. Again, grateful, gratitude, blessed. So it was a good day for the Bate household.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Glad to hear. So now I don't want to butcher this, but day 2, Kwanzaa. The principle today is, you know the principle?
I do not.
We'll all learn something here. Kuji Chagulia. And that's self-determination.
Say that one more time.
Requires Kuji Chagulia. Now, I'm not great with the pronunciation, but I think I got that one.
Just want to make sure.
It's the day you light the first red candle to the left of the black candle in our Kanara. But it requires that we define our common interests and make decisions that are in the best interest of our family and community. And I think, that's a good principle to live by. So there we go.
There you go.
Now let's get to this. Let's get to this football, man.
Get to this football, man. It was some good games out there, some horrible games, some teams that I feel as though separated themselves as real contenders. Coming down the stretch of the season, going into the playoffs. And then there were some other teams that, got some question marks out there.
Big question marks.
I guess we can jump out there right now on the Saturday's game. Excuse me. My Colts.
Whoa! Don't be disrespectful. Come on now.
I'm
our Colts. I got 4-5 teams. Colts at the top though.
So our Colts went down to Arizona, missing their probably best defensive player, missing a number of offensive linemen.
I think 4 or 5.
4 to 5. But I had the Colts winning, regardless of all the, issues or whatever. I had the Colts winning. But what did you think on twofolds? What did you think of the Colts? And what do you think of the Colts now after this win? And then when we talk about the Arizona Cardinals, what do you think about them coming off that loss that, I think a lot of people felt as though they should have won?
Yeah, we talked about it on Thursday with the Colts, and when we made our picks, and we talked about the Pro Bowl rosters, I believe, when we talked about it, and we saw that the Colts led the league with having 7. And we said it then, that expectations is, you got to get to the bowl. You basically saying you got the most talented roster in the league. And then to go out there on Saturday, on Christmas Day, you go all the way out there to AZ without 4 of your 5 starting linemen, 2 Pro Bowlers. You miss, and obviously that's the strength of your game. You got the best running back in the league. You're missing Darius Leonard, a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. You're missing 2 starters at safety. Like, you had every reason in the book to go out there and say, hey, man, you know what? We just couldn't get it done. But they went out there and found a way, man. So that was one of the biggest statement wins. It was a few this weekend, but that was one of the biggest, in my opinion, because all the chips were
that was
Carson Wentz too.
And that was one of the reasons why you picked against the Colts, correct?
So on the show, if you listen to the show live, I picked the Colts. I picked them to win. I picked them to cover. Now, once Q went out, once D. Leonard was ruled out, I think a couple hours before the game, Willis.
Now, what team did you have on the card?
I switched up. I backpedaled. I did. I'm like, all right, it's too much. It's too much. We can't do it. JT is operating, but it's too much. We can't do it, man. The Cardinals, they're going to figure it out. 10 wins, first to 10 wins. The Cardinals looking like they're looking real fraudulent right now. So I did have the Cardinals winning, though. Keep it a buck on tally site. I did lock in the Cardinals, switch at that last minute. But them, man, tale of 2 seasons for Arizona. You got playmakers all around, but just bad management of the team, it looks like, from Cliff from the top. And this has been his MO Twitter has shown me this has been his MO even in college. So they got to figure it out over there, man. And how you've been a vet, I'm sure you've ran through some tough patches at this point in the season. How do you, especially when you're talented as a Cardinal? I know you missed a D-Hop, but how do you flip that switch as a player? Because I know the coaches put a lot on coaches, practice, all this stuff, but as a player, especially as a veteran player, leader, how do you try to, all right, hey, let's get back right? What are some things that they need to do over there?
Man, pay attention to the details. I know we try to complicate things. Like you said, D Hop was out. James Conner was out. I know we try to overcomplicate things, and those two guys, and now we spoke on this on the spaces last night. Those two guys on the offense, they've been having that thing rolling for the Cardinals. But as a veteran guy, just pay attention to the details. Watch the film. What are we doing? What aren't we doing now that we were doing when we were playing well? You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you got to look yourself in the mirror, coaches and players together, and figure out what was different. And I think just to, what all you got to do really, and it sounds cliche, but just win your next game. So once you win your next game, you get that feeling back, you get that confidence back, and hey, who knows what can happen? But with the Cardinals right there, we know D Hop is going to be out for the rest of the regular season. So AJ Green, Christian Kirk, them guys, got to step up and make plays, and I think they're capable of doing that. You get Chase Edmonds back in the backfield. I think he's capable of making some big plays and doing some good things for them. But as a whole, coaches and players, man, you just got to look yourself in the mirror, figure out what it is that you're not doing what you was doing before. So,
and it's a critical.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's a critical point in the season, and this is the point in the season where obviously you're dealing with a lot. You're dealing with holidays, New Year, family. Obviously, this variant and protocols are stepping up, so it's a lot of every team right now. You can go through almost every team and list off 5 excuses or 5 reasons why you could be losing right now, or you could be in a struggle. This from the top: Green Bay, Tampa. All of these teams have reasons, have injuries, have COVID, all these different things. But you just got to find a way. You got to find a way, and it's no doubt they had the talent. They came out, like I said, first team to 10 wins, I believe. But this is time of the season. Hey, a little extra meeting time afterwards. Just the players. Hey, let's just get in here. Let's go over our 2-minute stuff. Let's go over our 4-minute stuff. Let's go over red zone, third down. Critical. Gotta have the situations and make sure you execute and everybody's being held accountable, because this is the point in the season, man. It started getting long. Pause. It don't matter how quick you get out of it like this, you soar. So you just got to amp it up, man. But do you think, because we had this conversation about the NFC West specifically.
No.
I'm just saying, because you got the Rams. They went and got another win yesterday.
Yeah.
Even though Matt Stafford turned the ball over a few times. Which one of these teams out of the NFC West, San Francisco stunk it up on Thursday, are you most confident in going forward? Cardinals, Rams, Niners.
It's tough. I'm not gonna say the Niners. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
You still going to Cardinals? Okay.
I'm still gonna go with the Cardinals. And my well, no. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm gonna go with Stafford. OBJ is getting in his zone. Cooper Kupp is doing what Kupp has been doing all year. You go on the defensive side of the ball, you got Ramsey, you got Aaron Donald, you got Von Miller. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. I feel as though that offense can get going at really any time, as long as Matt Stafford plays smart, doesn't turn the ball over. And I think that defense is an opportunistic defense. So I'm gonna go with Rams on this one. It's tough. Early in the season, that NFC West was looking real good. But now you seeing when you watching the game film, it's at some points, man, it's looking it's looking a little iffy for the Rams and for the Cardinals.
And obviously, you said Niners, you scratched him off the list early. I mean, I'm still not gonna scratch him off just yet. Not just because Jimmy G.
See, that boy John Lynch.
They got
like
it. It did go lie on our face. Go and like the tweet. Oh, I was at a party. I was at Mass.
Hey,
that boy.
Hey. Man. But the NFC West, man, I would say the Rams right now. Rams. They got a big win off your hot Vikings.
There was some surgeons in that. Ooh, you got Jefferson, Thielen, Cup, Odell.
Yeah,
there was a corner out there yesterday, boy. You better have them ankles spatted. But
yeah. So what we talking about the Cardinals, man. But we got to talk about them Colts. Got to talk about the Colts and how they was able to go in there, like you said, missing 4 of the 5 starting O-linemen, 3 of your starters on defense. And the way they went out there and they didn't change their game plan up. The run game popped off with JT. It kind of like settled, through the middle pack of the game. Mm-hmm. But shit, defense, I feel as though the defense played well. Good enough to win. And offense, the run game did what it was supposed to do. And Carson Wentz, I think Carson Wentz came out and had a solid game.
He made some big time throws, big time throws, and that's the only thing that gives me pause with the Colts as far as when I'm thinking Super Bowl. Great run game, great defense, but can Carson be special for 3 weeks, for a month at this time of year? And he made some special plays this past weekend, so hopefully that continues. But we'll see, man. Another big game with. What's that?
Well, real quick, do you think Colts can make that run?
Man, I think they can. But like I said, it's gonna take that from Carson Wentz. Even with a special talent like 2A back there, 2 gonna have to make plays because Josh Allen, we know what he can do when he's hot. We know what 15 out there in Kansas City can do. And somebody's gonna have to go to Arrowhead and beat them. It's looking like Joe Burrow. We know what those weapons can do. The Chargers can, they iffy, but they can be. You got a lot of Patriots, so you got a lot of.
Why you throw the Chargers in there? You was doing good in the AFC, and then you going
Chargers on the outside looking in right now. I'm just saying that's a team that they can beat anybody. They can lose to anybody too. That's one team that can lose to anybody and they can beat it. I feel like that's the NFL.
Go ahead and put that next genre up.
Who you had in this one, man?
Man, I had the Bills, man.
I had to sneak the Chargers in there.
I had the Bills in this one, coming off that embarrassing loss against the Patriots, their first game. I felt as though the Bills would come out ready to play. I know they had a bad taste in their mouth after that game, man. Hey, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, that defense, man, they came out and they balled. Josh Allen, top 5 QB in the league, man. Top 5 QB in the league. All right, hold on. Maybe top 10.
Okay. I give about 10. Top 8.
But hey, top 10, top 8, top 7. But top 7. He's up there. He's up there. But he came out and did his thing.
His high is top 2, top 2, 3. If hey, we're gonna get your best day. Top 2, 3 in the league with his talent and what he can do. It's just, can he be patient? Can he be consistent? But he's special, man. I had the Bills in this one too. Like for a lot of the same reasons. And like I said, at this point in the season, it's looking like Mac Jones. It's looking like that. He done.
What you think?
He done hit that wall, that rookie wall late. Because you're gonna hit it at some point. And I think it was Sean who had got on stage yesterday in Spaces, and he was like, "Hey, man, we all hit it, but I would rather him hit it a little early, kind of get out of it, because at this point in the season, obviously you don't want that happening. But it looks like it's happening. Defenses, he's struggling a little bit more, and at some point, if the Patriots want to make that run, he's gonna have to be special as well, and that's why, I never counted the Chiefs out, even though some people did. But
I did. I
never
thought the
counted
Chiefs
the
were
Chiefs out,
done.
man.
I thought the Chiefs were done. So what do you? Hey, what does this say for the New England Patriots? Obviously, this win for the Bills that puts them at the top of the AFC East has put the Patriots in the AFC wild card. I think I don't know who the Patriots' final two games are, but where does this put the Patriots right now?
I mean, I think next year they can make a run at it. This ain't. I don't think this will be the year for the Patriots. And this is Overreaction Monday, but I mean, you got a really good defense. You got a good run game, but in this league, just go back to that quarterback. You're a big team guy. I'm a big quarterback guy, especially at this point in the season. And Mahomes, 22 straight wins in November and December. Him and Andy Reid, 22 straight victories in November, December. So that's gonna be hard to beat. So he hitting that wall right now. So I'm not just gonna say because of this game, but saw what happened with the Colts last week. Saw what happened this week. Like, these teams, these coordinators, these players, these veteran players, like we got a book on you at this point. So
yes, sir.
It's gonna be tough. And like you always say, it's hard to consistently be because everybody got the book on Josh Allen, everybody got the book on Brady, Aaron Rodgers, but consistently go out there and thrive and play at a high level. So future is bright. Future is bright.
Especially being that starter, you gotta be good consistently week in and week out. It's not easy. It's not easy. Just, gotta throw that out there every chance I get. It's not easy.
I think we both had the Steelers covered in this one. I think this one of those dead ass wrongs. Yeah. I don't know what we were thinking with this one, but Kansas City came out without Kelsey. I know I was one of the people who were interested to see how this offense would look without 87 out there. Some people said it looked better. I heard that on Spaces last night.
Yeah.
It looked good, though. It did look good. 15 looked good. The defense continued to look good. And Big Ben and the Steelers team didn't look so great yesterday, man. What was your takeaways from, besides the obvious takeaways, what was your takeaways from this game, if anything?
Kansas City is the real deal. I counted them out early in the year when they was going through their rough patch, but they're playing really well right now. 15 is playing good, like you just said. Being able to see that offense still produce like they produce without one of their top players, 87 out there, Kelsey. Other guys stepped up. Mahomes spread the ball out to numerous receivers. Now it's good to see. And the defense still doing their thing. They're flying around, playing at a high level, playing with a lot of confidence. And as a defense, on the good defenses that I played on week in and week out, when you go in there confident, you know what the game plan is. You've been playing with your guys. That's what you want as a defense. And then on the Steelers side, man, they just at the end of the season just gotta look in the mirror. You see a lot of
the quarterback.
Definitely need a quarterback. I think that's without being said. And even Big Ben was saying it earlier, like, hey, this might be it for me.
Is it?
But besides that though, and we kind of talked about in the spaces where you down 20 points and you get a breakup and you getting up.
23.
It's just some things that as a team collectively just ain't looking right. And this is not the Steelers that we're used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? Where you had the Ron Claus, the Troy, the James Harrison, Ferrier, you know what I mean? So Hines Ward. So I just think they got to get back to their old self.
Yeah, man. Or that is a culture in the Steelers way, and everything kind of changes over the years and evolves. And I don't think you ever gonna get, especially today in 2021 going to 2022, you're not gonna get probably that type of Steelers, but it got to be at least some resemblance. Like, you're not gonna have those saying, the Joey Porters and the guys that were in that building, but I mean, y'all, the standard is a standard. That's what we always hear coming out of Pittsburgh, and things are not looking that way. So, but it starts with the quarterback, in my opinion. You got to have a quarterback that when you're running out of that tunnel, we got faith that this guy. We always got a shot with this guy. You run out of tunnel with 18, or with Luck, or with with me, Brady, Luck, Cam. Like we felt like I had full confidence in that guy, and obviously do my job as well. But that's the most important player in like team sports, in my opinion, that quarterback position. So you got to address that this offseason, Pittsburgh.
No
I think
question,
that
no
goes
doubt.
without saying. What other? Before we even move on, though, did you see Diggs man-to-man and long after that touchdown he scored to the Patriots?
Yeah, and the Patriot fans, they be needing that shit a lot of the time.
I love the fan. I love rowdy fan. I used to enjoy it. Were you a guy that like playing at home more or playing on the road?
Man,
like
it
a hostile environment.
I mean, I love playing at home. But it was I would say it was certain stadiums I like going to. I like going to playing in Pittsburgh. I like going to Kansas City. I like going to New England. I like certain
Superdome too, or the Saints. Is that still
the Saints
called the Superdome?
No. Yeah. Saints.
I mean, I ain't had too many good experiences out there, but the atmosphere. Pittsburgh got a hell of an atmosphere. Lambeau.
Kansas City, man. That atmosphere is crazy out there.
Yeah. But if it's one team, one stadium you can go into and shut the crowd up.
New England.
Foxborough, Gillette.
Foxborough, yeah, no question. Yeah, especially the battles that the battles that they had before I got there, and then when I got there. No, that's no question. That's no question.
That's easy. Yeah, I ain't had too much success in Gillette. In our era, I know y'all had more than we did, but we went to Denver, Mile High. We shut that crowd up because I enjoyed it. Denver. I would say Denver. Arrowhead was a good one too. All right, what else we got, man?
Put another game up there, man. Put them Chargers up there.
Oh shit, I was gonna try to skip past this one.
No, we're gonna put that 41-29 to the bum ass Houston Texans. Let's talk about this, right? So my co-host is out of nowhere became a Chargers fan. Out of nowhere. This is probably the only part of the show I'm gonna talk my shit. So out of nowhere, my man D Butt is a Chargers fan. Granted, he likes.
Justin Herbert brought me over there. I ain't gonna lie.
He likes Herbert, so he stands on the table for Herbert. Stands on the table. I respect that. Herbert's gonna be a great talent for years to come. I've been saying on this show all year, I just don't know about the Chargers, man. They frauds, man. Frauds, man. Like they got some talent over there, but I just feel as though as a team, man, they real inconsistent. And yesterday, they go to Houston. Houston they had what, 15 players out?
Yeah, Brandon Cooks is one of them.
15 players out, and you go up there and you lose by 12 to the Houston Texans. So for me,
13.5 point favorites.
I'm a team like D-Bud just said. It's team. D-Bud's a quarterback guy. Quarterback. How in the hell did your guy let his team lose by 12 yesterday to a rook?
I mean,
what you mean? And then even before that, like you jumped even before I let you speak, right? Even before I let you speak, right?
Go ahead, pop your shit, man.
So then you on Twitter like, nah, man, it's just COVID, this, that, and the third. They ain't have the right cleats. Like they ain't had the right Gatorade or the water. Like
making every excuse in the.
It was a whole bunch of excuses. Like
yeah. No excuse.
And then I think
then
you came to and was like, you know what? No excuse, no explanations. You know what I'm saying? This was a horrible loss, a bad loss. But this is my reason for saying the Chargers are frauds, bro.
Let me find this video because I won't go as far as saying they frauds. Inconsistent, absolutely. You know, you're missing Bosa, you're missing Derwin James, missing Mike Williams. Like you said, the Texans were missing a bunch of people too. That was honestly why I came back and said no excuse, no explanation, because I didn't know the Texans was dealing with that shit too. But man, that was a 13.5 point on favorites. I want to say they were minus 670 to win. The reason why I noticed so close is because I just threw them on the parlay. So they cost me 5 bands yesterday. And I should. I mean, they were the last team that we threw on there. Threw it on the parlay. An inexcusable loss, man. Terrible loss by the Chargers. Terrible loss by Staley, Herbert, everybody involved, man. And like I said, you can't have it done. You can't have it. But at this point in the season, I said it a few weeks ago on Pat's show. There's only one team right now in the AFC that I trust, and that's the Chiefs. One team, one quarterback that I trust to make a run and do what's supposed to be done in December, because they're the only team that I've seen do it. Staley, first-year head coach. Herbert, second-year quarterback. Both very talented, but as you know, it takes time in this league, man. Matt Rule came out there and said he tells his team all the time, hey, it took Jay-Z 7 years. Matt, your ass don't have 7 years. Staley don't either, but they'll figure it out. The future is bright in LA. Trust me, future is bright. But it's hard being a Chargers fan. I only been there for a few weeks, and it's hard, man. It's tough. Inexcusable.
They on the outside looking in, man. Next year, they might make a run next year.
I think they're still getting off this year. Maybe that's still not a team I want to face.
You gotta. Yeah, shit. Why not?
Should be all right. It ain't a team you want to face. Cause, like I said, they can beat any team in the league.
I want one of. I mean, shit. It's any given Sunday. Anybody can beat any team any Sunday. What you talking about?
Nah.
The teams I don't want to see right now. I don't want to see the Colts. I don't want to see in the AFC. I don't want to see Kansas City. I don't want to see Indy. And I like what Cincinnati is doing out there. You got the Colts 2 teams. You said what?
You said you don't want to see Colts, you don't want to see Indy. You feeling really good. You're feeling real good about us, huh?
I don't want to see the Indianapolis Colts, the Kansas City Chiefs, and them Cincinnati Bengals. I like what they doing out there too, and even the Bills. But the Chargers,
it's hard now.
I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping on the Chargers.
These hard knock Colts. Ever since Hard Knocks came in, that shit been hit different. What about Baker? You want to see them, boy?
I do.
Baker and the Browns?
I do. Especially if I got an incentive as a DB, incentive in my contract, like I get 4 to 5 picks.
Man. I'm about to but like I said, Chargers fan. I'm gonna go ahead and repost that video. Actually, the future is bright. Defense way too inconsistent. He settled for a lot of field goals too. Did that make you happy? All the field goals Staley settled for yesterday? Man.
He got points, baby.
Future is bright, man. The future is bright. I'm gonna
Houston
take my
Texans pick 6 to seal the game.
I'm gonna take my little break, man. I need a break.
Had nothing to do with Staley.
I need a break, man. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Man. D-Butt about to go in there and throw up. He's sick right now. Bum ass Chargers. Frauds. Y'all put some questions in here, man, until my man get back. The Browns actually could have won that game. That was in my eyes. We'll get to that more in depth when D-Butt get back, but that was a coach's fault. Browns could have won that game. All you had to do was keep handing the ball off. Keep 12 on the sideline. The Green Bay Packers, they couldn't stop the run. It was averaging 7.5 yards a carry. Why would you go away from that? For one, you're moving down the field, you're eating up the clock. And for the most important thing is you keeping potentially the MVP of the league this year on the sideline. Now, that's coaching to me. I don't see why you just don't continue to hand the ball off. Again, this football thing is not as complicated as we make it. Like, if something is working, stick with it. Stick with it. Van, besides your Super Bowl team, the best defense you played on? Man, it was I would say my first year in San Fran. We had a really good defense. And I want to say my first year in Arizona. My first year in Arizona, we had a really good defense. So those are my two. That's 2014 in San Fran, and 16 or 17 in Arizona. Devin, would you rather have Jimmy G or the Bake for one playoff game? Give me Jimmy G, man. Give me Jimmy G. Man, Quam, look, both of them was toting that pill. Like I don't, and that's when I would like to be a fly on the wall when the coaches are in their meeting and they're reviewing the film. Because you have some coaches that will come out and be like, you know what, that was my fault. I should have done this. I should have did this, that, and third. But like I don't get it. I don't get. I'm watching that game. It's like, why don't you continue to run the ball? Like, that's a no-brainer. No-brainer. AB, where's Russell Wilson going? Shit, we already said he going to Spain. He going to he going to Cabo. That's where he going. But not next year. I don't see Russell. And we kind of talked about that on this show as well. Russell, we don't think Russell will be back in Seattle. I say New Orleans. That would be a good fit for him. Obviously, we got to see what type of moves is going to be had. Who else needs a quarterback?
What teams did he have on there on this list?
You got New Orleans. Shoot, Washington football team needs a quarterback. Carolina Panthers needs a quarterback. Sure, it's
Broncos.
A few teams. Broncos, yep.
Somebody said Bills need a quarterback. Stop it. Woo! Yeah. Matter of fact, let's find one of these games where I heard you talking about Baker. Who asked that disrespectful question to Jimmy and Baker in a playoff game? Stop it. It's a bad weekend for my quarterbacks, though.
The Steelers need a quarterback.
As bad as Baker was, they only lost by 4 points.
They should have won the game.
I mean, if you gave Chubb 35 carries, shit, Chubb and Johnson, they should have had 45 carries. They should have treated Baker like Mac Jones in that Buffalo Bills game after the second pick.
That's what they should have done. Hand the ball off. Hand it 7.5. You averaging 7.5 yards a carry, D-Buck. Come on,
coaching,
y'all.
Man. That's on coaching.
And that's what I just said. That's coaching all day.
Chubb had 5 carries in the first half. 5. And I think Baker had already threw 3 picks in the first half, right?
Yeah, he was taught this. Hey, you used to pay that. I used to pay $500 back in the day.
Nah, what's that?
So like you had
$100.
Nah, I'm talking about football. So we had one thrower, and he'll call out like different numbers, 100, 200.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all called it back in the day. So that's how it was with Baker. He's just throwing them shits up. Like,
and the thing about it, like you watching him, he'll make like 2 throws where you're like, whoo. oh shit, Baker. And then 2-3 plays later, it's one of the worst picks you've seen all year. So part of it, big part of it is on him. Obviously, you just got to be more accurate. You got to. I think his footwork is terrible on a lot of his. When he makes bad throws, footwork. Sometimes it's the reads, and part of it is the offense he in too. Man, you saw what he did in college with that kind of wide open running gun where he won the Heisman with #1 overall pick. Like you had quick reads, everything was spread out. You kind of knew where you were going with the ball based off 1 or 2 people on defense. And this system that he in now, it's one of those offensive systems where the quarterback got to find answers post snap. The quarterback got to find answers. You got to read the coverage, and then sometimes he play action his back to the defense. Like that's not a good offense for Baker. You watch Aaron Rodgers on the other side, he get the ball. A lot of times it's a numbers game. I'm sure you at home watching the game, you already know, oh, he going up there. Or he going here. Or you motion 17 across the formation. You got 3 receivers over there now. You got 2 defenders. He's pitching the ball out there and he letting go. Like it's simple. You know what I mean? It's not hard. So a lot of the times coaches make it more complicated than it need to be, man. The quarterbacks, the great ones, they make the simple plays over and over and over again. And then every now and then they make the special throw or the special play or something that's dialed up for somebody. But it's a lot of problems over there in Cleveland, man. All them turnovers, we lost by 4.
But it's funny. It's funny how you saying it's a lot of problems. This last year though, they made the playoffs, and we was like, hey, the Cleveland Browns, they're ceiling. They look like they're going in the right direction. And now it's like, damn, like where they at? Like you know what I mean? It's like you either getting better, or you getting worse, as we always say.
Coming into the season, a lot of people. I know I was high on them. We might have both picked them to win the AFC North this year.
Yeah,
coming into the season, a lot of people, they were a couple plays away from beating the Chiefs last year, but hey, shit changed quick, and now I'm at the point where it's like, damn, dude, do you keep going with Stefanski in this system, or you make a change with Baker at quarterback? Because something got to shake. You're not.
Well, Baker gonna be back next year.
I don't know. They try to make every excuse in the books on him too. All the harness. The shoulder harness and the this and the that, man, y'all stop it, man.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, who do you go get? Like, you look in the draft, like, do I really want to go get a rookie quarterback? And then it's like, who's gonna be in the free agent market? You know what I'm saying? If we don't go with Baker. As an organization, those are the type of things you gotta think about. It's not
you can't wait.
You
can't waste. Like, yeah, you can't waste this roster. You can't waste this roster with Baker, in my opinion. You got too good of a roster, in my opinion.
But what I'm saying is, are you going, like, in the draft? Are you going to get that much better at that quarterback position in the draft this year?
Man, in the draft this year, I think it's a weak quarterback draft. I'm not a college guy, but
all right,
now
cool.
It looks like a weak quarterback draft. Yeah.
So then you go to the free agent market, like who's going to be available. And can you get that player? Does that player want to come to Cleveland? Like, who's available?
Yeah.
So those are the type of things. It's like, okay, as an organization, like, well, damn, like, shit,
sorry,
I'm stuck.
Browns. Sorry, Browns.
Damn,
Browns fans.
I could do this GM thing.
I guess you answered this question. We were supposed to throw this graphic up, but you pretty much answered this question. So you're basically saying the Browns are stuck. They're stuck with Baker.
At least for another year. I think so, unless you make a splash deal with somebody. Because I'm thinking who's available. Like, you got Russ.
And then who would want Baker in return too?
So it got to be, you know what I'm saying? So like who? And that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you giving up Baker, you're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to give up some defensive players or some picks or something. Like I don't know. I don't see a team doing that.
Yeah, I feel you. Let's fly through some more of these other games. We talked about this game. I think we both had the Niners.
Jimmy G.
Hey. We ain't gonna talk about Jimmy G. We already been beat up on my quarterbacks enough.
Hey, Jimmy G. Now hell no. Because when you right, hell no. Because when you right, y'all should see the little text chain. when D-Buck right on one little thing, like, man, I told you he was gonna tie his shoe. Like, yo, I gotta hear that shit for 3 weeks. Like, these trash, I ain't gonna call them trash, but these quarterbacks that you be putting up there, you be standing on the table for, like, hey, nah, this boy Jimmy G, man, you put up all these graphics that, you know, he's the hottest in the league right now, and you go out there and do what you do.
I've been hanging out with my PFF guys too much, man. They had me going. Now I still like Jimmy G though, man. He terrible. He played bad, missed some throws, made some terrible ones, man. But Jimmy G stung it up. But the Titans. So last week, might have been Thursday actually, we put up the graphic of the AFC side and the NFC side playoff picture. And the question was, any of these teams surprise you? And at the time, the Titans were the 3 seed. They moved up to the 2 seed now. And you said the Titans was the team that surprised you. Best DB situation. Oh, here you go.
It was a quarterback situation.
Here goes Triple J. So Titans went and stacked another win, man. They still surprise you? Still a surprise. They go to playoff. Just updated.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the updated
2 seed right now. They're the 2 seed right now. Like, I don't like if you don't say that surprises you, like, come on, yo. Like, I'm not saying that they're not, huh?
Definitely surprised me.
Yeah, like, you had Julio out, you had AJ Brown out for 4 games. He came back and had a dog of a game. You got Derrick Henry that's been out. Like, you got them your 3. That's your offense for real.
Yeah, and
for them to still be in a number 2 seed in the AFC, hell yeah, that's a surprise to me. But shout out to the Tennessee Titans, man. Coach over there getting it done. Defense is playing well.
Braves.
Yeah, man. So I shout out to the Tennessee Titans. I like to see it.
If the playoffs were to start today, this would be the matchups after Week 16, going into weeks. Well, we got one more game tonight with Dolphins and the Saints. But it'll be the Titans against the Ravens. Titans will be at home. Bengals against the Patriots. Bengals will be at home. And then the Bills against the Colts. Bills will be at home. Kansas City Chiefs had a bye week. And then on the NFC side,
man, we got the Green Bay Packers at 1 seed, and we had the Bucks and the Cardinals, the Rams against the Niners, and the Cowboys against the Philadelphia Eagles, man. So we got some good matchups on both sides.
Agreed, man. Fly through a couple more of these games. Tampa Bay did what they're supposed to do. I'm emotionally invested in the Carolina Panthers quarterback situation. Cam, my dog, so I won't speak too much on what's going on out there, but it's ugly. And some changes obviously got to be made, I think, from the top down, in my opinion. I know we're impatient. I know I'm impatient.
Nah,
it was ugly yesterday.
Yeah, they need a quarterback out there. Like I said, I don't want to talk bad about nobody, but since I'm on this quarterback rant. You be putting everybody. You need a quarterback out there in Carolina, man. Well, out here in Carolina. I try to give Sam Darnold the benefit of the doubt that it was a system that he was in, but shit, he came out here, the Queen City. He doing the same shit. Cam, again, I just think it's one of them things where, like, mentally, you telling yourself, like, I can do it. Like, even my last year, I was like that, like, shit, mentally, like, well, no, I can do it, but your body and it's just not adding up. And and sometimes you just gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, and have that heart to heart with yourself. And I just I don't think it's there. But Carolina should not be losing 32-6 with the defense that they have and the talent that they have over there. They should be playing better than what they are.
Facts. And the Bucks get a big win, to get back hot, get back going after that shutout loss last week. AB came back. You missed a bunch of weapons, but people stepped up. AB went and had 100. You had Brady, it was pitch and catch yesterday. It was ugly from that shit was over. Hello. Another one that was. Go ahead.
I was about to ask you about Matt Rule, like where you see them going with the coaching situation.
They may give him another year. They may give Matt another year. I know he fired his OC halfway through. They paid C-Mac all that money. When you make a big investment like that and basically get no return, he's probably played probably less than 10 games. I don't know the exact number, but I feel like less than 10 games since he got that money. No fault of his. It's a violent game, violent position. But and then you strike out the quarterback, you trade for Sam Darnold, pick up his 5th-year option. If D. Watson handle his shit, whatever's going on, however that unfolds, I'm sure they'll be probably the top player in that. But I think Rule will get another year. I think they'll give him another year. I heard the Giants giving Joe Judge and Daniel Jones another year. So I think Rule may get one more too. This game right here with your guy. This one was a shout out to Josh Johnson too. Who, he went out there, he fought, he tried to give the Ravens a chance, but Ravens
shout out to Josh.
Shout out to. Were you teammates with Josh? I feel like everybody who played.
I was San Fran. I was.
Yeah, I was teammates with him in Indy. But shout out to Josh. But tall task for those DBs that were in there. We know what the Ravens are dealing with in that secondary. And going against Joe Burrow and these dogs.
Hey, I'm looking at you. You got Jamar Chase. You got Boyd. You got Higgins. Then you got Mixon in the backfield. Hey, most pass. Hey, put that clip back up there. Hey, most passing yards in a single NFL game. Number 4, 525. My guy D Butt.
525.
My guy D Butt.
I think Ben Roethlisberger threw that 522 on us.
My guy D Butt was trying to make some more excuses.
I mean, look, he did the 525 is impressive. But you just named those names you just ran off with Joe Burrow, who once again I picked Herbert over him, and I would today too. But Joe Burrow, I also say you can't go wrong with either one. He's a dog. He's a top 7-8 quarterback.
Maul, he's trying to say the same thing you saying.
Molly Maul, come on, man. But he did what he was supposed to do.
Don't nobody care about that.
He did what he was supposed to do. That shit was ugly though. And then the D coordinator for the Ravens, before the game, he was like, we ain't gonna give Joe Burrow the gold jacket just yet. Mind you, Burrow back in week maybe 3, 4, 8, something like that. Maybe threw for like 4 something on him at that point. So they asked him about running up the score, still passing the ball when they're up so many points. And I guess I'll let you read the quote. This your guy.
Hey, this is the NFL, baby. This ain't Pee Wee. This is a high school where you go out and run up. Man, look, you play into the final whistle. And this is what I was talking about. Like he got that it, man. So when he was asking me, he got that it, man. And the way he said it, he was calm, he was cool, collective. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. And he was like, that gold jacket comment, that wasn't necessary. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to Joe Burrow, man. All jokes aside, though, shout out to Justin Herbert too. We had this conversation. Both of these guys are gonna be here for a while.
It's special, man.
Very special. So all jokes aside, but my boy Joe Burrow got his team in the hunt right now. Question: G.I. Joe 317, is Joe Burrow comeback player of the year?
No, I think that'll still go to Dak. But see, honestly, it's a hell of a. It should be you got Dak Prescott, you got Joe Burrow. How many games did TJ miss last year? I feel like he was in the running. Somebody else was missing, but they are having a phenomenal season coming off of injury. It'll come back to me, but I think Dak will get it.
I thought I had Derwin in there at the beginning of the season.
He's still been kind of in and out, you know.
He kind of been, yeah. Hey.
But Philly got another big statement win. Big win. They needed it at this point in the season. Giants started Jake Fromm, ended up benching him, went back to Mike Glennon. Once, like we said earlier, they said they'll be giving Joe. The reports came out that Joe Judge and Daniel Jones will get another run at it next year. If you're a Giants fan, I don't know how you feel about that. But I don't know about Gettleman. Didn't hear a report about Gettleman. But Philly went out and handled business. I didn't even watch much of this game. They keep it a buck, but they took care of it. Any takeaways from this one?
Nah, that Philly, man, they peaking at the right time. Peaking physical at the right time. Obviously, very physical. Gotta have a good defense. Hurts out there doing this thing. The Giants, man, they gotta figure something out over there.
Yeah, I don't know what I bumped my head divisional matchup, but I had the Giants covering.
I did too. Well. I mean,
we both did.
I feel as though divisional games, especially with these guys, they always play each other tough, but it was dead ass wrong on this one.
Dead ass wrong. I had the Falcons winning, Lions covering on this one. This happened. Lions actually had a chance to win it late. Falcons won it in the most Falcons way possible, but not much to take about this one. These guys won't be in it, but way to get a win, Atlanta. I caught the end of this one over at the this was on the HGTV channel.
No, I had the Jets in this one.
You had him?
Yeah, I had the Jets in this one. Zach Wilson came out. He had a decent game.
Wilson was running that, man.
Nah, he was. So again, they getting ready for their vacation. This shit here. I'm looking at Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll said the Bears' loss might be one of the most disappointing losses that they've ever had.
From the Seahawks?
Yeah. Nick Foles came in, did his thing.
And this is the one I changed back to. I had the Bears covering on Thursday. It went change. Why do I keep changing these picks? And when changed, this is embarrassing. I don't need to spend too much time on this. This is pretty much a pick 'em. I think you had the Broncos in this one, right?
I did.
Yeah, I went Raiders. This one right here.
This shit got ugly.
God, this shit look like a man score. This was, I think, what they had, 42 at halftime?
Man, they called the dogs off, but this shit could have got ugly.
You had a running back, a tight end, a receiver, an O-lineman score. I think that was the first time in history that a quarterback has thrown touchdowns to all those different positions. Big statement win for the Cowboys at this point in the season. Everybody was had question marks about Dak and the offense. The defense continued to get healthy. Dan Quinn, the job he's done with this defense since taking over from Mike Nolan, he'll probably be getting a head coaching job somewhere soon. But watching this defense play, it just looks like hungry dogs. Hungry dogs just hunting.
And what I like about it seems like it's simple. So they not out there thinking. He's letting his players go out there and play. The front, y'all call up y'all games, y'all do what y'all do. The way he's able to put Michael Parsons in situations to create some havoc up front. Gregory doing this thing, Lawrence doing this thing. I think they have a good formula on that defensive side. Then obviously, Trayvon Diggs getting another pick. He's at 11, tying the franchise record, man. What they have on that side of the ball, and if the offense can continue to do what they can do, Dallas, man, they right up there with Tampa and Green Bay, in my opinion.
With this defense, man, and getting Demarcus Lawrence back, because they were already playing well and leading the league in certain turnover categories without 90, their highest paid defensive player. And he's back. He looks healthy. He looks fresh. And they put up a graphic during the game yesterday of like all the different snap counts from the D linemen. And everybody was like, this was like in the fourth quarter, maybe. Everybody was in like the 20s. I think the highest number was 26. Shout out Terrell Basham. He was a young rook with us and with me and Indy. I think you're gone at that point. But shout out to Bash out there producing. But they got playmakers. They got Big, physical, fast athletes on every level of this defense. Parsons, Gregory, DeMarcus. On the second level, you got Parsons. Back end, you got KZ, Hooker, Wilson,
Brown.
Diggs, Brown. Like all these dudes get Curse. Curse went over there.
Curse.
People thought he was a bust coming out of and go ahead, bro.
Nah, he's been quality as kept, been a huge part of that defense as well.
Versatile.
We can't get out of this show without talking about Payne and Allen. The situation on the sideline. And I think a lot of people were surprised to see that. I don't think I've seen. Well, I've definitely seen during the game cats get in it. Shit, I've seen players and coaches get into it. But I don't think I've ever seen a teammate throw a shot at another teammate on the sideline during the game. Now, I'm not going to talk about what happens in the locker room or practice or whatever the case may be. But in a game, I don't think I ever witnessed that.
I've seen
that I've been on.
I've seen it before. I know matter of fact, it was that game, that 522 game, and it usually happens during blowouts.
Yeah.
But on that 522 game, me and Sergio Brown, we were close to coming. We were close to coming to blows on the side. We had already been, and it's usually with guys who got a lot of history with each other too. Because me and Sergio were teammates in New England, and then we're teammates in Indy. And we were going back and forth about a call that was made and anything. But
somebody blew the call.
Yeah, blew the call, and then you just seen it happen. These guys were teammates at Bama. Yeah, so we getting whooped up on, but I definitely seen it. They had it on Get Up this morning. They showed Rex Ryan Pops swinging on the offensive coordinator like back in the 90s.
Yeah, so it happens. Like I said, it happens. It happens. And then you definitely can't put your fingers on the man temple like that.
You asking for it.
Yeah, you asking for it. But
he looked surprised that he swung at him after that.
Like, right.
But left up.
Like you said, they got history. I would say that they piece it up, they chop it up.
For sure.
And they keep it
it's probably squashed already.
Yeah.
Real quick though, before we let y'all up out of here. Throwback clip. About a minute. We had our top three in the AFC, top three in the NFC. We're going to see if we reshuffle these at all. What is this? Our top three in the AFC right now. We got the same three teams, I see, but just in different orders. I got the Kansas City Chiefs. I got the Kansas City Chiefs, Patriots, then the Buffalo Bills.
I got the Patriots, Kansas City, then the Buffalo Bills, man. This last game did it for me, man. The way they ran the ball, they played some defense. That's how you win.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you win late in the season.
And then on the NFC side, we both agreed, I believe, on the top three teams: Packers, Cardinals, Buccaneers. And then in order, I got it: Packers, Buccaneers, Cardinals right now.
I got it: the Cardinals, the Bucks, and the Packers.
You got it flipped. So, all right, we'll see, man.
Hey, so now your AFC
top three.
Hey, I'm gonna go Kansas. I'm gonna go Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna go with our Indianapolis Colts.
Ooh, at 2, okay.
At 2, and I'm gonna go Cincinnati Bengals 3.
Man, I'm gonna go Chiefs, Colts, Bills. Chiefs, Colts, Bills in the AFC. What about the NFC?
I'm gonna go Green Bay Packers. I'm gonna go Dallas Cowboys, and I'm gonna go Tampa Bay Bucks.
I'm with you, but I'm in a different order. Packers, Bucks, Cowboys. That defense, man. That defense, and then it was Zeke with that big ass knee, that big ass Don Joy out there.
That Don Joy.
He was out there toting up there with the Don Joy. So those are the top three. We had some big statement wins, obviously, yesterday before we get up out of here. Biggest statement win, or loss of the of this past weekend, week 16.
Shit, for me, same game. I think the biggest win for me was against the Colts, and the way they did it with a lot of their players out. That was a huge statement win for them going on the road. And then on the flip side, I think the biggest loss was the Arizona Cardinals, letting them coming in with all the players that they lost, and not being able to get that W. So that's my big win, my big loss. How about you?
I'm gonna go Chiefs. Chiefs biggest statement win, and they've been doing this. Obviously, I don't know how many wins this is in their last however many games. They've been hot. A little concerned with Honey Badger. Hopefully, he's healthy and back out their next game. But 22 wins in a row in November, December. I think they came out and beat up on us Steelers. And the loss, obviously that Cardinals lost. That was a bad loss just because of who all the Colts were missing and how the Colts are built. So. Cardinals' worst loss and biggest statement win is Chiefs for me on that blowout win, man. But as always, man, we appreciate y'all.
No, for sure, man. Hit that like button. Send y'all questions to the mailbag, db202ab41@gmail.com, man. Y'all send y'all questions in so we can answer them live here on the show.
Yes, sir.
As D-Butt said early in the show, make sure when y'all shouting us out, use that hashtag M2M Live. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes, sir. We out. We'll see y'all on what's that? Monday. We'll see y'all Thursday.
See
y'all Thursday, man. Out of here.
Peace.
Oh, we got an outro today.
Oh, let's hit it.
Got an outro. Let's do the outro talking about. That was it.
That's it.
All right. Hey, damn, we forgot. Forgot to pick this Monday Night Football game real quick. One more thing. Monday Night Football, you got?
I had the Saints.
Ian Book.
But I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins.
I'm with the Dolphins, too. I got the Dolphins winning. I got the Dolphins covering against the rookie. And Birdie told me that they about to blitz the shit out of Ian Book tonight. So you already know how the Dolphins give it up. I expect to see a lot of cover zero tonight, which as a defender, you know, you're going to barbecue a meal doing that back end. So
hydrate.
You already know, man. We out.
Peace.